Hi, third graders. Today we're on mini lesson 7 and the text structures CFA. After this video, you're going to get a chance to show what you've learned. Today's reading and writing lessons will be combined because of our CFA. Let's watch this Engage to kick us off. You may have already seen this video on Feedback Friday last week.
Surprise! It's time to play Name That Text Structure. We're the only game show that shows up wherever you are and asks you to name that text structure. Oh yeah! Hi sir, are you ready to play Name That Text Structure? Thank you very much, Skydiver. I'm no skydiver. I'm just here to read you a passage. But what? There's been an increase in the amount of gobs of chewed gum on the sidewalk in front of the school. Be sure to put your chewed gum into a trash can. If you are seen spitting it on the sidewalk, you will have to clean the sidewalks. Okay, sir, can you name that text structure? That's definitely problem and solution. And why do you think it's problem and solution? The passage starts out defining a problem. Gobs of chewed up gum on the sidewalk. But then it offers a clear solution. Put your chewed gum in the trash. Problem and solution is my favorite text structure. Wow, problem and solution is absolutely correct. You've done it. You made that text structure. Oh yeah. That's good. Now it's your turn. Huh? See, the thing is, having a yelp like the dog is a problem. Do you know what the solution is? No. What is it? People, who's ready to skydive?
Let's look at today's learning target. I can identify why the author used a text structure in a book or article. When we think about the word why when referring to text structures, we're thinking about why the authors organized their text in a certain way. The topic often influences which text structure the author may use. In the Engage, we saw the clear problem of gum on the sidewalk, and the author of the text gave us a solution of putting it in the trash, which made the text structure a problem and solution. Last week, you read a passage about the similarities and differences between crocodiles and alligators, which influence the text structure of compare and contrast. Our 5 text structures are descriptive, sequence, compare and contrast, cause and effect, and problem and solution. So today, we're going to be identifying or finding those text structures in different texts. I'm going to read this passage titled Danger. As I read, I want you to think about which text structure the author chose. Danger. Some scientists are worried about what will happen to people and animals if large forests and jungles in the world are destroyed. The trees and green plants in the forests and jungles produce oxygen, which is released into the atmosphere. Animals and people need the oxygen to breathe. If huge areas of green plants and trees are destroyed, there will not be enough oxygen produced to keep people and animals alive. So what should be done? The solution must be based on what is possible. People need to restore or fix ruined forest lands along with protecting areas of forest that already exist. It is not a simple solution, but at least we can try. As I was reading, I noticed some specific keywords that gave clues to which text structure the author used. Like solution over here, what should be done. If you chose the text structure problem and solution, you were correct. As I read, I noticed the problem of large jungles and forests being destroyed. In the beginning, the structure helps the reader understand that animals and plants are in danger if the jungles and forests are destroyed. The second paragraph focused on a solution. This structure helps the reader to understand that they are part of the solution. People need to help restore ruined lands to protect the forests and jungles. This is an important anchor chart to show text structures to help you identify the text structure of a passage. Make sure you go back to this anchor chart during your independent work today to help you correctly identify the text structures. On the next few slides, there will be paragraphs that you'll need to read carefully. You'll decide which structure the author used to organize it. Remember to refer back to the anchor chart to help you. At the top of the page, there will be choices for each structure. Write the text structure on the line under the passage. There are 5 passages and all 5 text structures are used only once. None are repeated. Once you finish writing your answers, you're going to continue to this next slide by choosing one passage and explaining your thinking. This slide is very important to your CFA. This will prove to your teacher that you know text structures and can recognize when an author uses a text structure and how it helps readers understand the text. On this page, it says to select one from the paragraphs to answer the questions below. Why did the author choose that particular text structure to write the paragraph, and how does the text structure help to support the author in presenting the information to the reader? You must use race to write a full written response. For example, if we think back to the model, the problem was that jungles and forests were being destroyed, and the solution was that people can help. The author chose this structure to help readers understand how they can save forests and jungles. On your CFA today, we want you to do your best and show your exceptional effort. We really want to see what you've learned. To be successful, we expect you to use RACE and the 1 through 4 rubric for written response. You're shooting for a 3 or a 4. Remember, you need at least 2 pieces of evidence directly from the text to support your thinking. Don't forget to turn the question around. In order to earn a 4, you would directly quote the text with your evidence. You will use clear and precise explanations for how your evidence supports your thinking. And don't forget to rate yourself down here at the bottom. During your daily independent reading, we want you to read a nonfiction text and identify what text structure the author used. Enjoy your reading independently today. Finally, at the end of all your work today, we want you to drag this check mark to show how well you identified the text structure in the passage and how well you wrote about your thinking. Think about the success criteria and how you did. If you feel that you did an exceptional job and understand what you learned, move this check mark up to the 5. If you're really struggling to understand what a text structure is, move it to a 1 or a 0. Or you can put it on a 2, 3, or 4, depending on how you feel. Remember to give your best effort. You can do this over the 2 days. You only have to turn it in by Tuesday evening. We can't wait to see your awesome work.